Hi guys, and happy Valentine's Day. I hope you guys are doing well, and today is finally the day. You see, today we are going to be looking at the new album by none other than Humanity's Last Breath, and it's called Välde, which, if you don't know, it's Swedish for empire. So technically this album's called Empire. So this has been a long time coming. We've had singles dropping for it for the past year, with the first one being Earthless, which was heavy. It was different. It was showing that Buster was changing his songwriting. He was going more cinematic, more progressive, more, lack of a better word, avant-garde. And we've been just getting single dropped one after the other until today. Now, this album is coming off his highly acclaimed album, Abyssal, which for me was album of the year back in 2019, one of them at least. It was downright an amazing album. It was heavy, it was melodic, it was progressive, it was djent, it was everything. Really changed the way that I think deathcore was done up until that point, and really sort of cemented himself as just an amazing writer and musician, mixing engineer, and all that good stuff. But yeah, today, well, actually, this album came out on Friday. But yeah, we're finally going to take a look at it now. So this is most likely going to be a shorter stream than usual, because today we're just going to be going through the album. We might stop here and there, discuss the track, and we're just going to see how the album is in general, as a whole. Check everything is working. Yeah, got audio. Yep. But besides that. But anyway. Oh yeah, and also just like to say, if you want to support the channel, you can with giving this a like, subscribing to the channel, and if you are feeling really generous, you can go to the link down below for my coffee account, where you can send a couple of pounds over to help with like paying for equipment and things like that. Hello, Kevin. I'm doing well. How are you? Hope you're having a good Valentine's Day. And yeah, I'm probably going to give it a little bit. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes. Might go over like just a random track just to get warmed up, get some music going. Which I think would be good. Screw it, the new Falling in Reverse. This is just gonna get us a bit warmed up for music ahead. Just listen to one track, and then we'll probably just jump straight in to the album. So I'm gonna do this just a bit more. Let me know in the comments as well about the audio levels. Can you hear me? Can you hear the music as well? Yeah. So this is Falling in Reverse. A band I've never really looked at that much. I know they're quite popular with people. Cinematic opening. There's a cinematic opening for the cinematic live stream. Nothing like a bit of a piano ballad to get me started. We got some vampire ballads. Nice. Cool. Cheers, Kevin. Cheers, Kevin. Yeah, but we'll probably listen to this track, and then after this we're going to go into HLB for the uber heaviness. Also, if you have any questions for me, go ahead and leave it in the comments as well. I don't mind answering what I can. Not gonna lie, I kind of like his vocals here. I know in the past he's definitely had more, more rapping style of vocals, which I never really dug. He probably changed that in a sec. She looks like Rebecca back to me. Surely should have said veins. It'd make more sense. This is a very stark contrast to what we'll be listening to in a sec. Okay. I mean, I like the epicness of it. It sounds like something you'd hear at the start of an album. Hello, John. Thanks for joining. Yeah, as I was saying, we're just gonna be listening through this track first, and I'm gonna jump straight into HLB. I'm just giving it a bit of time to see if anybody else wants to join before we start the album. Yeah, but thanks for joining, John. Thanks for joining, Kevin. When it comes to Välde, I've mainly only been keeping to the singles, and I kind of like skimmed over the album, but I never gave like any track like a proper listen yet. So this would be probably my first time listening to it from start to finish and really getting into the album. The singles were good, definitely some were more appealed to me than others, and I'm looking forward to see whether it can be a whole coherent album, because definitely I thought some singles were a bit more like they weren't living up to the standard that I was expecting. Damn, this song is so weird. I mean, I always thought like Falling Rivers was a weird band. Oh my god, the cringe. Spectre and Hadian. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I really enjoyed Earthless. I think it was weird. Earthless, when it first came out, it was hard to get into because it was so different from what Buster had previously done. And but over time, it grew on me. I feel like a lot of the tracks on a lot of the singles at least were very much, they took time to grow on you. I didn't mind Glutton that much. I thought it was pretty heavy. It was pretty substantial. But yeah, I'm gonna see as a whole. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Kevin. I guess if you're having fun, that's the most important part of it all. Like going into Välde, I'd say from what I've listened to so far of the singles, I don't see it being better than Abyssal, because I think Abyssal for me was just a perfect album in the deathcore. I think the only issue I had with the Abyssal album was I wish the track Being was at the start and was used as like an overture for the album. Clearly, just to comment on this Falling Reverse, I'd say it's a great track as like an opener for an album. I think it's really cool. Oh yeah, might as well ask, like, so you guys, what rating would you give Välde if you guys have already listened to it thus far? Like out of 10, like what would you say it was? I definitely appreciate the orchestration behind this and the choir performance. Really dope. Yeah, you got the top as well. Hey, One Senpai, just in time. You're in time. All right, track's over. Now it's time for the big boy. It's time for Big Boy. 8 out of 10. Okay. 8 out of 10. Pretty strong. And 8 as well. Okay. So an 8. Well, we'll see what happens. So, without wasting any more time now, this is HLB with Välde, which means Empire in Swedish. And I think the first track, if I'm right, was called Dödsdansen, which if I remember is like Dance of Death in Swedish as well. But yeah, without wasting any more time, let's get right into this. 3, 2, 8.5. Okay, we'll see. Okay, 3, 2, 1, click. Ambient straight away. Fair play. Congrats, you got a date. Okay, we got our first chug. First chug. What are your plans for your date tonight? Got some good plans? Yogurt cake, great date, great date. Delicious. Okay, going straight into the heaviest. No wasting time. Drums are sounding powerful, huge, massive. Definitely reminded me of the track Being from Abyssal. Yeah, the album art was pretty dope. Ooh. That reminds me of Abyssal Mouth. Except that the stopping. You already bring out the big guns, Buster? We're a minute and a half in, you bring out the big guns. Is that it? Oh, that was the intro. Okay, this is gutless. Gluttonous, sorry, my bad. Oh, dope. 9 out of 10. Ooh. So this Glutton, it was one of the singles. I actually really enjoyed this single. It had a really good groove to it. It had some consistency, which I really liked. Okay. I like this section, slowing down a bit. I like the fact that they were able to time the whammy perfectly with the music. I kind of wish that would have gone longer. I definitely wish some things could have repeated a bit more on this track. Already the detuning. I definitely noticed with this album that Buster did a lot more the detune thing. You know shit's going down when Buster does his scream. Oh yeah, and of course, beautiful vocals by Philip Danielson. I really always did like Phil Danielson's vocals for the fact that he goes from this sort of like eerie, wispy style vocals into his ridiculous screams. Oh. I did like this stuff that he did on this album where he gave the breaks. No, we're just going back to, I definitely think this is probably the best looking album art cover HLB has done so far. Very death metal this time. Oh yeah, and then this section as well. I love the fact that he brought in that choir thing. It was a really cool thing he did there. Unfortunately not for this live stream. I won't be doing the user submitted stuff. This is going to be dedicated to listening to the entire HLB album. And most likely maybe next week I'll go back to the user stuff. Oh, I love it when he does that though. I love it with the whammy. Here's section 3. Fair enough. I think the next one is Earthless. Okay, here's a question. And this is completely my opinion. But for me personally, I kind of wish he'd put Earthless maybe later on in the album. I kind of would have liked if they did more like upbeat, fast-paced tracks at the start of the album, especially after Glutton, which was very fast-paced. But yeah, I think Earthless would have like hit a lot more if it was more in the middle of the album. Oh, we're getting the heavy chuckle on this. Fuck man. This is of course the most listened track I've listened to off the album. I like that, the ha. To the Fusro Dog, Skyrim. Ooh. I remember the first time I heard that, man, it blew me away. It blew me right away. Damn. I really like Earthless. I think out of all the singles that have come out for this album, Earthless was still Raina's #1 for me. Ooh, Zach, you're in for a treat now. Well, luckily, Zach, you came in time because right now we're still just listening to the singles that have been out already. I think after this track, we're just going to be getting new songs for a while. This is my favorite section in Earthless. Not this one, the one after this, but when the breakdown hits. Oh, I love this sort of build-up as well to the breakdown. It's like pulling on like the tension, just pulling and pulling and pulling, and then there we go. Oh, so much weight behind, just smashing in the face. Beautiful, beautiful. Every time I love it. And those toms, massively sounding toms. I really did like this sort of tremolo effect he did as well on his tremolo picked lead. This breakdown's so heavy and so disjointed, and I feel like it's just so much so soon for an album. Yeah, fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. Oh, happy 420, everyone. Or 421. Earthless was what got you into them. Fair play. Fair play. I'm sure like by now you've gone back and listened to like Abyssal and their self-titled and the Detester as well. Like for me, I got into them with their self-titled. My friend showed it to me and I was just floored. Human Swarm just floored me. Okay, and then this fade out. Just fade out. So as a start to the album, pretty strong. It's definitely got dynamics. We went from fast to sort of more slowed down. Okay, now we got Descent. This is okay. First new track. I'm already lost. It's so disjointed. Oh, Abyssal Mouth. When I first heard Abyssal Mouth, like, I was scared. I was scared. Not gonna lie, I had smoked something before watching the Abyssal Mouth music video and hearing this song, and I was terrified with that song. Okay, that was a... Okay, I'm gonna be honest, like, that was a very disjointed opening. Oh man, that detuned guitar. Getting really, what is it? Orchestrated? Choir? Stuff like that? Oh, Zach, you're in for a rough time then. Nice. Yeah, this is very, like, that atmosphere, that wall of sound he's using. I dig it. I really dig this. This is different. It's showing that his writing is developing. Very atmospheric black metal. What's happening here? Okay. Okay, okay. There's something. Why do I get the feeling that Kale wrote this section? Like, so far my consensus is that a lot of these tracks is, they're not very forgiving for, like, the first time you listen to them. Definitely more like you need to listen to this over and over again. It's definitely something that just will grow on you. Oh. Oh. It's filthy. Filthy. Spectre and Sirens. I mean, yeah, Gone with Tears. Well, I've not heard them before. That orchestration, that wall of sound. You can definitely tell that Buster's gone more down the black metal route for this album. A lot more atmosphere, a lot more than just like generic fall writing. Spectre, people are hyping up Spectre. People are hyping up Spectre, okay. When does Spectre show up? Oh, cool, we got the list here. Spectre, okay, next one. Well, so can we just take a moment to appreciate that snare? That fucking snare just cuts through everything. Damn. Okay, what do we got? Okay, Spectre. Let's see what you guys, if you're right. Okay, I'm already liking that intro. Kind of like a phasery thing. Hello, Ewan. I like that. I like that. That's weirdly groovy. That is really groovy. Oh. Oh god, I feel like I'm kind of very Meshuggah vibe on that one. Where it's just so slightly off. solo. I feel bad for anyone trying to headbang along. Just going back to Owen's comment, yeah, Brand of Sacrifice coming out next month. That's going to be, besides this, one of the other really big releases. Oh, and also Architects coming out in 2 weeks' time. Välde, the Empire. Oh god. Oh god. I'm already taken so aback. Those phaser vocals. I will say I love the fact that they incorporate that. I like it. It's only on one ear, and then moving here. Oh, how detuned is that? That's disgusting. I swear to God, this album's gonna win me by the end of it. Wind me. Ah. Oh my god. Oh, well, that's disgusting. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna need a shower for that. Oh, damn. I gotta say, it's definitely living up to this. It's living up. You people said Spectre was dope. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling it. Is that brass? Is that a brass section? Oh no, it's not. Oh, okay. What do we got this time? What do we got? What do we got? Okay, I could never figure out where that beat was. What do we got here? Singing? I was not ready for that. In all my time listening to HOB, I was not ready for that. I'm liking the use of the string section. Really dope, really dope. Was that it? Oh, I think that could have like faded out a bit more. Okay, just to really take a break there. So far we've had Descent, and Spectre. So the first two new tracks I've listened to from the album, both very solid. Both have somewhat similarities. It was really cool on Spectre that he actually incorporated clean vocals, which I don't think I've heard HLB do that before. Well, I say clean vocals. It's clean for them. It's clean for them. And overall, it was really cool. I like some of the techniques. I did quite like in Descent that sort of whole section after, what was it? That whole epic section where he sort of changed it up. I thought that was really cool. And it's definitely a lot more cinematic than what I was expecting. It is definitely going a different direction, which I'm fine with. I am fine with that. And so far, I'm enjoying it. But yeah, let's just keep going. This is Dehumanized. This is another one that was already released. Not gonna lie, it's probably my least liked track out of all the singles that came out, but that's just me. I think it's also because of this really extended long intro. Oh yeah, I mean, if you guys want to support the channel, go ahead, give this stream a like, subscribe, and if you also want to be generous, you can go to my Ko-fi account down below and just send over a couple of quid to help the channel out. But anyway, I just want to say a huge thank you for everybody who's been jumping on the stream. I really appreciate it, especially on Valentine's Day. Oh, and also forgot a huge shout out and thank you to everyone because of course the channel surpassed the 1,400 subscriber milestone as well. So again, huge thank you. Love you guys. I really do mean it. Thank you so much. Okay. It's gonna hit. I think it hits now. Come on. Ooh. It's never... Yeah. It is a very long intro. Aww. I'm not gonna lie, I wish that transition could have been done a little bit better. It went from uber heavy to just this, like, it was so abrupt. Yeah, this is definitely like sort of your circle pit sort of track. I really appreciate Philip Danielson's vocals in this album, just for the sheer fact that he acts as sort of like a pillar slash guide through all the chaotic musical changes, the different key signatures, and in general just the whole disjointed nature of this style of music. And having Philip there is really helpful. It's really helpful. This is probably the most black metal-y track on the album, as I've heard. Because it definitely caters way more to the black metal fan. Ooh, I like that section. I like it when they go from like a cymbal beat to a triplet field. Love it. They're from Sweden. They're from Sweden. They're Swedish. I thought, like, when I first heard that this was gonna lead to like a ridiculously like heavy breakdown. Very similar to the outro of Glutton, I'd say. You know, initially when I did hear this, I wasn't sure about this whole sort of outro idea, but then I realized it's actually kind of cool that we're not just getting like pummeling breakdowns one after the other, because I feel like, yeah, that could have easily gotten boring over time. Okay, very mellow death inspired here. It's not, yeah. Yeah, what was that? Yeah, that's so short of an outro. That could have easily been extended longer. Yeah, that could have easily extended longer. All right, moving on. What do we have? What do we got? Hey Dean. Hey Dean. Going for a similar feel. Yeah. I love how sparingly Buster uses those kick drums. Oh yeah. Nice. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm in. I love that. I love when they do the whole really like fucked up, what is it, riff sections like that. It reminded me a bit of like the track Sterile from Abyssal. Oh no, I'm digging this. I'm digging this. I like that slight hint of like a female vocal just eerily. I don't know what the word is. Like just happening in the background. I love it. Lot of strings. Lot of strings. Adding a lot of texture. Beautiful. Beautiful. Kind of giving me sort of a, what is the track called? It's like Busting the Bowels of Toulouse or something. Yeah, Bursting Bowels of Toulouse. That's what it is. How many tracks? Well, we're at like I think the halfway point. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more tracks after this. What I'd probably say about this track is this is probably the closest to like an Abyssal style track that I can think of off this album, where it's just straight impactfulness, brutality that really resembles the stuff that was off the Abyssal album. Okay. Building it up, building it up. Okay, fair enough. Last beat section. I'd take that. I'm down with that. Those vocals, they're kind of growing on me. This style of vocals, they're growing on me. I like this section. There's a lot of weight to it. Love it. What do we have after this? Tide. Tide. Loving it, loving it. Yeah, that's a good point. Ewan, Phillips, definitely like reminds me of Gojira as well. Ooh. A lot of string section. It seems like Buster is really committing to the whole strings and orchestration part. So far, that was my favorite track. Not even gonna deny it. That was my favorite. Yeah, now we got Tide. The Tide. Oh god, this is so like offbeat to me. I feel so bad for like Philip vocalist trying to sing over these guitars. Okay, here's the question. What do you guys think of the riff after this one? You know, the one with all the sort of natural harmonics on the guitar? Like that really weird sounding one. Did you guys like it? Because I was sort of like 50-50 about that riff. Okay, I think here it is. Yeah, I really don't know how to feel about this riff. Like, in one way, it's really dope. It is. And the other way, I'm just like, this is obnoxious as hell as well. And I know this riff was done by Kale, the other guitarist of HLB, and guitarist of Billy Arcta. Yeah, it's a very 50-50 sort of like riff to me. Yeah, too messy. I get what you mean, yeah. Like, that's the biggest issue I have. When it gets too messy, it just doesn't do anything for me. It just gets way too messy. Because I remember that riff was a big deal when I think people first heard it. This is a cool section. I like the fact that they're doing some more repetition on this track, going back to this. And I think at this point, I know when I first heard this track, because I did do a reaction to it, there was a lot of things I wasn't sure about, and hearing it in the context of an album, it actually makes a lot more sense, especially like the more ambiental orchestration used. Oh yeah, and this extended interlude section. Okay, so this is, I guess, this cinematic Buster. This is Buster saying, I can do more than just Thal. I want cinema. I've been listening to Hans Zimmer. This is what he taught me. Me personally, I don't mind this section. I think this this whole thing, outro with the ambience, the choirs, and all that. Not for me. I think it saved the track Tide. Because up until now, I was very all over the place with this track. Get ready for Välde. I'm getting ready. My butthole is tight. Tight. I wonder if this was Philip's voice. Or it could be Buster. That's what I'm saying. I think the cinematic section really saved this track. And I even think this section on its own could have been a really cool sort of, like filler track in the album. If this was like more extended, more developed on the intro and the outro side. Välde means empire in Swedish. So this album is actually called Empire, and then the title track Välde means the empire. Yeah, I know a bit of Swedish. Not much. Okay. Okay, now I guess this next one is the title track. Okay, we're gonna keep with that, what is it? That ambiental shit. I feel like I'm listening to the Game of Thrones soundtrack. Okay, we've got pizzicato strings. I really feel like I'm listening to the Game of Thrones soundtrack. Okay. This is a nice build-up. I like this. This is a good build-up. Attitude, yeah. Straightforward, simple, nice. What? Was that a fart? Was that a synthesized fart? That was a synthetic fart. Wow. That's a very interesting sample. How did the synthesized fart? Oh hey Kim, hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Came just in time for the title track. Oh yeah, I guess it was meant to be a horn. Open the gates of hell. Kind of reminds me of what is it, like Reagan, like those guys. The thalliness. Okay, sirens. I feel like the title track could have blended way better into sirens. No, but title track pretty solid. Pretty solid. Liked it. What do we got? Coming slowly to the end of the album. More horns. Horns to summon Cthulhu. Yeah, yeah, I like it. Those iconic Buster chill moments. Chill time with Buster. Ooh, filler. Ooh. Low and slow. Oh, yeah. Man, one thing I noticed about HB is I do love to like have these sections where it's like barely any kick drum, and it makes you almost want to beg for that kick. just me, or is it the Empire artwork? This thing kind of looks like it could be a PS5 if you just put like two white things next to it. Kind of reminds me of a game console, like a PS5 or an Xbox. Yeah, lols. I agree with you. I think there's a lot of missed opportunities here of really solid transitions. I think the opening track with Glutton, Välde with Sirens, even like Dehumanized going into Aiden. Yeah, this is an Xbox One. That's the Empire. So yeah, self-titled is great. My favorite is still Abyssal, but that's just me. Well. Okay, more choirs coming back in. Oh, that was it? Okay. Okay, futility. Okay, this is heavily black metal inspired. I do like the slight sort of Arabic touch to it, the slight Arabic touch. Or Oriental. Okay, yeah, this is cool. This is cool. Again, pulling. Okay, not holding back at all on this one. Damn. I have a seal here to protect me from the heaviness when it gets too intense. Pray to the seal. Okay. I think that could have been transitioned a bit better. It also feels like there was a bit of a drop in like volume. Ooh. Okay, back to this section. I was not expecting it. I am liking this melody that they're doing here. I really dig it. Vitrig. I think listening to this album in context, Vitrig actually goes up in the tier for me a bit more. Because I think as an outro, it's really good. Okay, back to this section. I like this track, although I do feel it's a bit messy as well. It's quite a messy track. Kind of reminds me a bit of Lorna Shore as well. Okay, and another fade out. Okay, another fade out. Okay. Okay, now we're at the final track. Final track, Vittrig, which is Swedish, I think, for fading. Let me confirm that quickly. Vittring. Oh, weathering. Sorry. Weathering. Definitely now listening to the whole album, Vittring definitely holds a higher place now. I think it's a really cool outro. Opting for more atmosphere, which I like. And all this eerie vocals, love it. Those toms, those thundering toms, and the reverb tails on them, damn. And those vocals. It's definitely sludgier, way sludgier, almost doomy in a way, I'd say. I really enjoyed the intense build up. I really like it. I think it adds a lot. Oh yeah, the music video was pretty dope as well. Weird. Really terrifying to watch. Really gets in your head. And I also like the fact that it wasn't just your typical in the woods, which is what a lot of black metal fall sort of bands do. They put a bit more effort into it. What I also like about this track is that it's progressive and it feels like it's telling a story. It's building up. It's actually got a proper story to it. Versus like the other tracks we've heard up to this point. And I like they sort of kept like a reoccurring sort of theme throughout the track instead of jumping from a new section to a new section. And then back to this. This is good. This is nice. And I'm loving the effects as well. Eyes dilate, nice. I think that's what he said. It's different, but I quite enjoy just the fact that it is different. It's different, it's having a slight different characteristic to it, which is nice. It's really good. I do like the fact that they do keep the same thematic and change it slightly, and it really works. I think this sort of it really picks up and goes for the heavier part. You know, in a way, I feel like this sort of, when it hits, it has a lot more impact. Like, it's earned. This is like a very, you earned this. Getting this sort of heaviness. So creepy. So goddamn creepy. Did it? Wait, let me check that. I want to check. Does it connect to the beginning? Ah! Sorry, fucking coughed. You son of a bitch, it does. Damn. Son of a bitch. That's dope. Okay. I was just going to confirm that. Right then, that was Välde by HLB. Long time coming. And overall, I think it is a solid album. Solid. Do I have some issues? Yeah, I do have some criticisms for the album. Even though it does have a lot of strong points, there's some points which I think could have been a bit better. First of all, I think the overuse of fade outs for a lot of the tracks was getting a bit out of hand by the end of it. I think there was definitely better ways you could have ended some of these tracks. And this goes whether the fade outs were on the shorter side or whether on the longer side. Fading out is fine, but doing it over and over again for a lot of the tracks that I did notice were done here, it loses its sort of, impact. On top of that, I also felt that a lot of the tracks were a bit too messy, for my opinion, which is a weird criticism to have for a band such as this, because this is what they do best. And it's fine to be messy, but I still felt like I wish there was a bit more groove to it. There was a bit more sort of consistency between riff after riff after riff, because at some point I was starting to lose track of which song was which, because every song was just relentless riff after riff after riff of just chaoticism, and as such, it sometimes did take me a bit out of it. But definitely the songs that I did really like, I really liked, like Hideon. I loved that track. I think it's really dope. I really enjoyed Glutton. I said it before, but I still think Glutton was a great track. I like the ending. I like the intro a lot. I wish they'd extended the intro maybe a bit longer. And of course, I think Vitrig, listening to it now in context with the entire album, Vitrig definitely top there. Definitely top there. I think even Vitrig, how long is Vitrig as a track? It was, let's say it was roughly like 6 minutes. I wouldn't have minded if they'd extended that even longer. Maybe did a full 10-minute epic on that track, because I feel like they could have. I feel like it could have been justified. But yeah, that's just me. Välde, I enjoyed it. I liked the build-up. I liked the whole Game of Thrones sort of medieval atmosphere that it was portraying. And kind of I just wanted more. I think it ended a bit short. I wish it was a bit longer. That's just me. I did enjoy Spectre. I really liked that, vocally they're doing something new. They're doing something different. They're adding in more flavors into their craft and their music, which is really cool. It stops it from being monotonous and constantly, feeling like the same thing over and over again. I feel like the intro could have been extended a bit longer and transitioned better into Glutton. And just like saying on that, some of these transitions could have been done a lot smoother. Definitely, the opening track could have transitioned into Glutton easily. They could have done something there. Dehumanize going to Hadean could have been something cool. Tide going into Välde could have been cool, and then Välde then going into Sirens could be cool. People were saying in the comments about how Välde was horns opening up the gates of hell. Well, why didn't those? But I feel like those horns could have been opening up to the next track. Even something like simple as just a horn straight just before Siren, I think would have really done something a bit more. But overall, if I were to give like a rating on an initial listen, I'm gonna give like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. It's good. It's really good. But I feel like there could have been a bit more. But anyway, I'm probably gonna go back and listen to it some more. And actually, I'm just gonna quickly pop to the bathroom, and I'll be back with you in 1 second. Right. So, what my question is, what did you guys think? What did you guys think of like it? Because for me personally, I'm gonna probably listen to it a few more times. I'm planning to do a proper in-depth review for it. Hopefully come out by Friday. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, overall I'd say maybe a 6 or a 7 at the moment. That's just my thought. What did you guys think of it? Write it down in the comments. Yeah, and I'll reply to as many as I can. Besides that, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who participated, was in the live stream. It really means a lot. Thank you for watching so much. Give this a like if you enjoyed the experience. Hit the subscribe button to join the community. I guess our next goal will be getting to that 1,500 subscriber milestone, which would be fucking amazing as always. And yeah, if you want to help support the channel, you can by going to the coffee link down below as well to help me out. That'd be great. And besides that, yeah, huge shout out as always. And what I'm planning to do, not next week. Next week I'm probably going to do another user submitted live stream where you guys can come on and just give as many songs as you want for like 2 hours. But the week after that, we have a double bill. We have Architects coming out. We also have Of Mice and Men coming out as well. And what I was thinking for that is we'll have like a bit of a, sort of an opening act or supporting act and main act. So we're gonna have, so not next week, but the week after, we're gonna do Of Mice and Men's new EP, which is coming out. And then on the same live stream, we're going to do the new Architects album, which is, I've forgotten the name of it. I had it, I forgot it. But it's the new Architects album, because I think it's going to be a very interesting debate whether people like the new Architects or not. But yeah, so that will be on the 28th, I think. No, is it 28 days? Yeah, there's 28 days in Feb. What am I saying? But yeah, that'll be on the 28th. So we'll do Of Mice and Men and Architects. Next weekend we will do another user submitted one. Just, you know, chill out, listen to some good old music, and have a good time. But besides that, yeah. Until then, I will see you guys later. Thanks for dropping by as always, and yeah, have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.